Hello, and another video. I was gonna do something educational, but then I thought, nah, I'll play some blitz. I'm in one of those blitz moods. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone out there with their kind words of support for Lost Dog. It's just been a sad weekend, obviously, but thank you very much for your kind words. I basically did myself a bottle of vodka and had a bad headache the next day and cried it out. So all good. We're getting there. Anyway, thank you so much for that. That was so nice. If you saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. And also, I have to say, we did this 24-hour sale. And thank you guys so much for the response on that. That was quite phenomenal. A lot of you guys brought our collections, so that's very kind, the GingerGM collection. Now here, it actually looks like I'm going to get a chance to play this King's Indian line, which I've only just done a video on. Now, if you're watching this now and you want to learn how to play this opening, go back, I think, 2 of my videos, and I actually explain this setup. So I'm now going to get a chance to play it, which is quite cool, actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go G4 yet, because my opponent might want to go C5. So I'm just going to go Queen D2, and we'll go for this line. Now, maybe this was wrong. I haven't looked at this completely as much as I should have done yet. My opponent trying to come over with head check, but that does allow me to get B4 in and kick this knight away. So already quite an interesting position. So he's gone back here. He wants to go pawn here. Now, castling queenside is risky. Now, I don't really want to go G4 because the knight will pop into F4. And his next plan is F5. I could go C5, start an attack over there. I could even try to move my knight. Maybe my knight. This is a good idea. This is the only piece I haven't got developed. So let's... Oh, I probably shouldn't allow that, though. Okay, let's try to bring that knight back in the game. And I think my idea is to castle queenside here anyway. And now I want to go... Now I want to play G4, do I? Or do I... Let's castle queenside first, because I'm quite closed up over here. I mean, positionally speaking, maybe it's not great for me on this side of the board, but I'm going for play on the king side. And now the move G4 is going to lead to an interesting position. But I think knight F4 here would be a good move. Yeah, he's played it. Yeah, I again, this is a move that I shouldn't have allowed, because if I take that, I give him a massive square here. Okay, well, I was flip up the first game, don't I? Okay, don't like my position now. Now, if I take here, he takes on C3, so I have to try this one. And this is not, I have to admit. I mean, every time I say, oh, I'm going to play this opening, I've just done a video, and I play like a complete and utter idiot, and I'm down on time. My opponent is saying, you watched Sokolov Van Forest. Yeah, I did. But I think somehow Ivan played it a little bit better than me here. So what am I doing here? His pieces are taking up very good squares. He's going to go F3. Got a lot of weak pawns. Don't like this position. Don't like my position. Okay, not the start I wanted. Okay, well, I'm going to go here to stop him going A4. Now I've just got to pick up my pace somewhat. I don't want to have another crap session again. I'm feeling a bit better today, so let's come on. Let's move with a bit more speed. My opponent's just putting all his pieces on good squares. I'm trying to defend C4, so I can go Rook F1 and Bishop D1. At the moment, Rook F1 would have been met with this pawn being in trouble. And I'm just going to hope to try to hold this position. But yeah, this has been an unsuccessful opening. I think my Queen D2 move was a move I wouldn't repeat again. So the thing you guys have got to remember is, you know, when you get a bad position from an opening, just try to work out where you went wrong and don't repeat it in future, because chess is always a learning process. And as long as you learn, then you will improve, basically. So that's one thing I'm trying to learn from this game. And now, well, don't like it at all. Do I have to go here? This has just gone all wrong. All wrong, this position. What a great advert for my thing. I trust you. It will get better. First game blues. Okay, come on. Let's hustle back into this. Now he wants to go there. Oh no, mouse slipping again. Mouse slipping in a bad position is probably better than mouse slipping in a good position, because at least it doesn't matter so much if you lose. I mean, this would be a miracle. Okay, come on. Let's create a miracle. Right. I'm going to go into turbocharge. Turbo Williams on the case here. Turbocharge. Oh my god, that's a turbo pawn. Oh fucking hell, that's a turbo pawn. That pawn is so turbo. Oh god, that was disgusting. What an awful game. Okay, right, it can only get better. We'll try that opening again in the next one. My next game, but okay, first game blues there, and I've now got to recover from that. Let's go for what opening? Should I go for a Dragadorf, or should we go for a mainline? Okay, well this move is the Levenfish attack, and there's two ways to answer. I quite like this flexible move here, knight to d7. Now, do I have a trick with that? Maybe not. One way I like to play this is Queen c7 and b5. Now, I don't want to allow him to play e5 without a fight, so I'm going to try to control that square. I can't go b5, so I'm going to go b6, just try to get my last piece out. Attacking his centre, and he normally goes queen e1, queen over here. This is White's normal plan. Okay, well he's gone the other way here, trying to get this e5 move in. Now, do I need to worry about that? I could always go e5 myself. Now, if he goes e5, he wants to go e6 next. So let's move the knight here, because at least now if he goes e5 and e6, my knight covers e6. I mean, I could have played this differently, but let's try to encourage him to come onwards. Okay, so now he's gone here. Now, I could even castle queenside here, but that would be interesting. Why not open up the g file and try to castle queenside? Because my pieces quite well positioned, aren't they, against g2? If I get a rook to the g file, I've got knight g4 coming in. So, okay, first of all, let's just line up against g2. And my opponent's plan is to open up on the c file, so I need to play a prophylactic move, moving my king out of danger there. You know, rook here, at least my queen can tuck away. And this is going to be a race situation. Of course, I have a lot of faith in my bishop on b7, but I do have a problem guarding my b6 pawn. So I need to get some compensation. So he's gone for b6. I'm not too worried about his bishop taking. I was more worried about his queen coming in. Because if his bishop takes, okay, now I should be able to launch some kind of counter-attack here. Let's start with this one. Opening up my bishop and opening up my rook towards here, and my knight wants to come in here. Now I feel my pieces are starting to get energized here. Well, I guess here, can I just win a piece here? He's trying to get some compensation with queen coming here, but then I take that knight, don't I? I don't see why this is not a good move. And I can take the knight, and I cover the a7 square with my queen, and I'm just going to try to take all of his pieces. So let's make sure we don't fall for any tricks. Think I can just take that one. Game over. Bang, that's more like it. Get in there. That is like the first game of chess I've won for about 20 years. It feels like 20 years. It's been 20 years of madness. It's been 20 years of pain. And you don't want to hear my singing because it drives you insane. Okay, right, we're going to try this again. We're going to try this again, and we're going to try to do it a little bit better. Let's just go g4. I'm not going to worry. If he goes c5, he goes c5. Let's see how this turns out. And I'm going to play it just with a brutal h4, h5 idea. Because in this line, I'm thinking now, c5, I'm normally worried about this line. If you saw my video, you understand I would be worried about this. But with his knight on a6, I probably don't need to be as worried, because his knight's better on d7 to come to e5 later on. I don't think his knight is well placed here. So I think I can go for g4 and harry 4. Turbocharge him up the board. Now, I played bishop d2 because he was threatening knight takes e4. So I'm blocking the pin and keeping hold of g4. My idea is just to throw harry up the board, keep controlling as many areas of the board as I can. I want to control the queen side. I've got more space in the centre, and I've got more space on the king side. My opponent is going to try to counter-attack. Here he comes. So like Ivan, I'm going to now play g5. And here, well, h4 has to be played. h4, like we saw Ivan played. It's slightly different because he's gone c5 and not e5. But like I said, with a knight on a6, my brain logically is thinking that knight is misplaced there. So he's had to waste some moves now, coming backwards. Now, I think I'm just going to keep on rolling. Rolling. You got to roll. Okay, now, you know what? I'm just going to take here with a knight. I know that's risky because I am giving up this pawn. Now, can I somehow get rid of the bishops and keep attacking? Well, I can take here as well. Do I take there straight away? No, I'm going to get rid of the bishops. Even if I lose a pawn somehow, I don't think I can lose a pawn, but if I get rid of his bishop, his king is going to be a target. So I got, as soon as his dark square bishop goes, his king becomes a lot weaker. That bishop is a key defender of his king. So I swap that bishop off, and now I'm just going to come back, defend this pawn, and I hope somehow I can get in towards his king. But I might have to drop the c4 pawn here, bishop e6. Will I get into his king in time? Well, let's start by getting my last piece out. And of course, my one idea here at the right time is to get the action going on the h-file. So do I bring my queen over to the h-file now? Why not? Why the hell not? And you know what? It looks risky, but that's just the kind of man I am. I'm going to castle, no protection over here because they're all coming to the Harry file. Come on, Harry file. Make my day, punk. I've even got a nice idea. Knight h2, knight g4, knight f6. That would be sexy chess. Sexy chess, and we all like a bit of sexy chess. So my opponent has... That's a good idea. That's a very clever move, my opponent. He is playing good chess, the bastard. That's a really good move, actually. Very, very good move. Because do I even give... No, I can't give this up. I have to keep my rook. Okay. But I have to go here, defending here, and keep some central control. Very good move, because you can see my knight there had a very dangerous route into the game. So my opponent has eliminated my most dangerous piece. And now he has this pressure here. Do I go rook here, keep ideas of coming on the h-file, or do I come centralized? I've got to keep the dream alive. I've got to keep the h-file dream alive here. And d6 is weak. Okay, but am I ever getting in there? I think I might have to change plans and just try to target some of these pawns. Now, if he goes b4, I can take on d6 with my queen. Is this going to backfire? Is my king going to get weak? Can his queen get in? I can't see how it's going to get in at the moment. Remember, I have ideas here of h6, queen f6. Harry could be the start. And I think all these endings, well, I think I'm okay. I'm quite happy in these endings positions. Now, even a pure ending we're taking is fine, but let's was that a good idea or a bad idea? Because now I've seen his rook can come over to a6. I'm not sure if that was good or bad, because rook a6 is a pain in the bottom. Okay, but he's trying to liberate his pieces, but now that does also do some liberating for my pieces. Now he's going to take here. So, and then he's going to try to get in on my position. Now I can maybe get a draw by bringing my rook to 7th. Should we go rook in the 7th? Let's try to get the rook into the 7th rank here. And I don't know. What's this like? I mean, I'm threatening mate in 1. Nimzovich taught us that 2 rooks on the 7th is very good, but is it only a draw here? Do I have anything else to set for a draw? I very much doubt it. If I play for a win, which I normally do in these positions, is it going to backfire? I mean, I'm a pawn down. He's got his rook on the 7th. Going to have to offer a draw here, guys. Well, that was more interesting. That was a more interesting game, that one. And I feel like things are getting better now. We're getting warmed up after that first round loss. Let's go for a normal Dutch defense now and see what can happen here. Standard Dutch. I just played normal Dutch as recommended on my DVD, The Killer Dutch. And if you've got the collection, you can check out the games there. Now, my opponent, obviously a good player. So this is my normal Dutch. Now after knight c3, there's three moves: knight e4, a5, or queen e8. Now a5 is my old variation, which I used to play, because it supports knight b4. And generally, the way he's played it with queen c2 and with rook d1, in my opinion, it is not the best way of playing. Just got to remember why. Okay, I'm going to play quite a risky line with here e5, the standard idea, and then trying to get my queen out here if he takes on f5. I used to play this line. Now I think knight to h4 is one of the problems with this position, and we're going to see if I can somehow generate enough counter-attacking chances there. Maybe knight d4, because of course if I get one more moving here, bishop takes f5, all my pieces fly to life. And this is one of the beautiful things you get in the Dutch. When it flows, when your pieces suddenly fly out, that's why you should never develop your bishop here too quickly. And now they should fly. Now, do I even go for bishop c5 here? No, let's just keep it simple. Get my pawn back, attack his queen. And this is a good position for me. Now, I'm not even going to care about my pawns. Who gives a damn about them? You can take all these pawns over here. I'm going to line up my pieces all against his king. Okay, so let's whip that one off. And now eliminate this bishop on g2. Like before, if I get rid of his bishop on g2, his king should become a weakness. So I'm certainly going to get rid of that one. And now I've got knight here, queen takes here, knight check, big attack coming up. Massive attack, knight f3 check. Something on h2 is gonna happen with a slam dunk. You know what? His queen can't stay on the long diagonal here. If I go rook b8, all of the squares on this diagonal are covered by my knights. So I'm not going to rush into playing knight to f3 check. No need to. Let's bring more pieces into the attack. So now I go here. And the point of this is, well, now I can play queen takes and my attack is accelerating. Because, well, maybe he has to go king e2. Okay, he's got here. So he's trying to wriggle out with his king. Should we fly another piece into the attack here? What's going on here? Let's see what happens. I'm going to throw this one in there and hope that rook d7 can be met by a very strong move. I don't know what move that is yet, though. I'm going to be honest. I need to find a good response. I was hoping knight takes here. Well, he's wimped out a little bit by playing here. Knight d4 should be very good. Is there anything better now? Knight d4 looks like a simple and good solution now. This was the other move I was relying on. The interesting choice there was what happened if here. Well, now I just start mopping up. And as long as I don't do something ridiculous, and yeah, well, don't say anything because we've all seen how I can stalemate my opponents. This is game over. Clearly game over. And, well, I mean, I got rook f2 check, but the threat is stronger than the execution. Let's just probe away at b3 first and destroy him on this side. Now his king's run over there. Let's attack him over there. If I get my queen in the attack, it's game over. Can I get my queen in? Can I sneak it in? I don't see how, so let's just push Harry. Let's push Harry as far as he can go. So he's trying to get his pieces in. Not really going anywhere, I don't think, at the moment. Well, he's got a check here. Do I need to worry about this? Let's just nibble away. Try to create some threats of my own here. Attacking his rook. Again, time. Got to watch out for time. Okay, I've allowed him to coordinate more than I had certainly wanted, wished to here, actually. That was not good, allowing his knights in like this. I'm such a flaffer about, aren't I? Okay, concentrate now. Shit, he's got that one as well. God, I'm certainly allowing his pieces to come to squares which they just don't deserve to go. What an idiot. How good am I at fluffing up positions? Okay, I have to... Oh, God, this is going from shit to shit. Oh, fuck you, man. Oh, this is bloody terrible. What have I done? This is why I get so pissed off with myself. Absolutely appalling. And now I'm just losing. Ridiculous. Yeah, it makes me angry. I'm just completely lost here. Completely shabby play there. Ah, dear. That was going so well. And, of course, I did what I normally do. And I don't think he wants to play. Oh, he does want to play. Okay, right. Oh, frustrating there. I was all over him, and I just started playing like a complete fool. Okay, we're going to try another opening now. If I lose another game, that'll be me done for the game. I thought I was on good form today, but obviously not still quite where I want to be. How did I lose that last game, guys? I was winning so... Everything was going so perfectly, as usual. And then I started playing like such an idiot. Yeah. Am I annoyed? Am I annoyed? Am I? No. I'm not annoyed, am I? Yes, I bloody well am. Okay, right. So, I don't want to lose another game now. Let's just forget about that last one for now. This is chess anger. Okay, so... perfect game in the Dutch, that last one. Right, so we're going to have a more positional game here by the looks of it, which is, well, I say that, it's probably going to get incredibly chaotic in no time whatsoever. Now, let's stop his knight coming to b6. That's, you know, if his knight comes out, his bishop comes out, and my stab maneuver, that'd be a cool maneuver. The stab maneuver, take that in the eyeball. My standard maneuver is to bring the knight here, like a Spanish opening at Raul Lopez. And now the other knight can hopefully come round. And again, I've got a lot of faith in my position. Okay, well, that's slightly annoying, isn't it? Okay, well, we'll come back and rethink plans here. Let's take that one off the board first. That one's getting a bit annoying. And now... well, b4 to stop this bishop coming in the game looks quite natural. And I've always got this knight coming to f5, so I don't need to rush that straight away. I've gone b4. I didn't want his bishop to come to this square, and the kind of moves I want to play here is maybe just I'm always a bit watching out for bishop takes h3 and h5, but they shouldn't work here. And I thought a nice little move like king h2 just controls everything. But I probably should be thinking a bit more aggressively here. And even putting my queen on e3 looks good. Now I'm putting it here rather than d2 because after rook d8, I don't want to get hit. And I think my queen on e3 is a very nice square. Look, I'm hitting a7. And if I go knight h4 now, which I probably will at some point, then queen g5, I can swap the queens off. So again, this position seems quite comfortable. If he moves his bishop, I take rooks and I take on e5. So I don't need to rush into playing my knight here. Okay, so my opponent's trying to eliminate pieces, but now I can go knight h4, surely. And, well, if queen g5, okay, so he's relying on some tactics to get out of this. If knight takes here, queen takes here. Now, knight f5, I'm just going to keep it simple for now. Keep it simple. Let's get rid of this one. And, well, even queen f3 is interesting, but I think this knight wants to come back in the game. I think f5 is a better square for this knight. I want to get my knight to f5. So if g6, well, I've also got ideas of queen b6, and I can start attacking these guys. So, okay, so he's gone here. Now, let's go queen. It's time to start hitting his weaknesses. f7 is a weakness. Obviously, queen b6 was the other way I could play. But let's try to use my strong light square bishop here. And if knight f5, I probably want to take my queen here. And let's do that. Let's go for this. Let's go knight f5, queen takes f5. My bishop is better than his bishop, so it should give me an advantage. But how did I lose that last game? Ooh. Okay, so he hasn't gone for that. Wise choice, I feel. And it's really not much of an edge here, if anything, I've got now. Yeah, annoyingly, I can't see much of a way to improve my position. And he's trying to take this one off. Let's go for this. If pawn takes, we both get double pawns. But I still like my knight. Still think my knight has more potential than his bishop, unless he gets c5 in. So he hasn't done that. Okay, now his queen may be threatening to come in here. Okie doke. Is it going to be free? Can we stop this idea? Don't want to. Okay, well maybe I'll just play simple. Try to swap off because my knight should be better than his bishop in most lines. But don't want to get any shorter time here. I can swap everything off. this knight should always be a bit better than his bishop. And my main idea is queen d8 here. So, well, I've got the d5 square now. Can I even move my queen into d5? Well, queen d8 again looks very tempting. Let's just throw it in there. Okay, I've got to now just move quickly. Move quickly, 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 quickly. Come on, come on. Now, don't mess this up. Do not. If I get my knight to d5, it's a fantastic knight. This is what I'm aiming to do. That's why he's gone there, to hit this pawn. Oh, to take the queens off the board. That's crafty. So let's hit one of his targets. Queen c6, knight e7 check. I'm in control. I'm in control, I feel. He's still fighting hard, though, the little bastard. The little bastard. Sorry, excuse my English. Okay, and... okay, quick. Quick, 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 quick. Fuck a duck. Doing. Shit! No. No. Oh, from a draw. He seems like a nice enough guy. There we go. Okay, well, at least I didn't lose there. It went a bit wrong at the end, but quite an evenly fought game. Okay, we're going to go for exactly the same Dutch line as I had before, if he wants to repeat it, because I got fantastic position there. I'm just going to move a bit quicker now. And, well, I'm going to go, if you can go e5 in one move, go e5. Okay, so now we get the typical Dutch attack, which I've had so many times. Okay, he wants to do a little check over here, does he? Do I worry about that? Well, I'm going to try to just go a4 in some positions if he goes for this move. Okay, let's allow him to do that. Let's allow him to do the check if he wants to. He doesn't even want to do it. Okay, now let's keep trying. So maybe he's going to take and go d4. I'm going to go f5. I'm just going to attack the guy. No more just mincing about. Let's just go for his bloody king. Okay, like we've done before. And again, this is very similar to the last one. My bishop's going to come in. I'm going to attack him. So he's taking here. Not worried about that. His knight's going to go here. But, okay, a number of my pieces are always coming over to this side of the board. Well, I think we should start with the most aggressive move. If h6, we'll have a lot of options there. But I think I just want to put my pieces here. I mean, another good move is just bishop e6 here to stop him. No, let's not worry about that. Let's push it into the most aggressive square. And is knight takes e5 an idea? Might be. h3, knight takes e5, knight takes queen, knight takes e5. Should be a pawn. Again, I think the Dutch has worked its wonders here. Still need to get a bit of warming up before I start flowing the moves again, though, don't I? I'm just trying to get a bit more clarity of thought back from my other dodgy games I had. A bit more exploration here, and yes, I will play longer time limits. Yes, I will do some analysis. Yes, I'll do all of this at some point in my life. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, thank you so much for the response that you've had. It was really heartwarming. What the hell is that? That just looks like such a crap move. But maybe it's a piece of genius. I don't know. Is it crap? Is it genius? Who knows? Someone tell me. Is that crap or is it... What is that move? That's either crap or genius. I can't work it out. I really don't know. It might be genius because it's making me think. Now, knight takes f2, check here, king takes there. I just don't believe this move. I still don't believe it. Okay, what's he doing? I'm just going to move my king. The idea, bishop takes knight, queen d5 check. So a lot of his tactics were working on some check with the queen. So I'm sidestepping. Okay, he's coming back here. He's trying to attack my pawn. I've got g5. You know what? Can I resist such a move? No. It's a simple answer. No, I cannot. Here, maybe I'll just take on f2. No, I won't do that. Okay, so how am I following up this this position? Well, knight takes f2. No, he's going to go knight here. And No, h3 is always the move. He's shut my bishop out. Okay, I'm going to have to go rook here. At least try to... Maybe my king h8 was a little bit over safety. Right, now, speed. It's got to get better. Knight takes h2 might be a little tic-tac. Let's go for a little tic-tac here. But it does mean I have to swap the queens off, which I was hoping to keep the queens on to mate him. But sometimes that's not possible. Okay, so my tic-tac should work unless he's got this one coming in at some point. It's going to get very complex here. Okay, let's have a look. I don't know who this is. Oh, he's got queen check. What the hell am I doing? Time to go and have a bath, Simon. Still not happening. Totally overlooked that check, and now we're running on fumes. Still a little bit of pressure on his king side, and the idea the swinger here, so it's not completely over. But yeah, I just assumed he had the other one. Okay, right. So, and if here bishop d5. Not happy with my play of recent times. I have to say, it's been really shoddy recently. So hopefully we can get some mojo back at some point. But it might take me a while, I'm afraid. Might take me a couple of games to get that mojo back. A couple of days, couple of weeks, who knows? It'll be back. But this one has gone horribly wrong, of course. And I'm desperately punting over on the other side of the board, but it's doomed to fail at the moment. Pity. Okay, well, let's keep playing for tricks as such. Queen c6 is the annoying move here, which I'm sure he had worked out, because he just takes here and he's going to take here next. Is there any tricks left? Not with my time. There we go. Pretty poor session. Still not quite getting back to where I was, but it will get there at some point. I'm having a little bit of that. And one thing I have to do is click away from the comments. When I play badly, it's so painful to see the comments coming through. Oh, Simon played like a beginner. Stop it! I know I played a bad session, but it does happen. My chess is like this. I just need to get there again, which then I can beat anyone in the world, but not today. Right, well, one thing we're thinking of doing, this is a crazy idea, just to let you guys know. We always come up with crazy ideas at GingerGM. Now, the response to doing the... basically the sales was great, so thank you so much for everyone who brought a collection. It really helps me continue to do videos, trying to get myself, try to do more things with GingerGM and general chess. We do a lot of free stuff, but we've got to make a living somehow as well, and if you guys buy stuff, it means we have more time to, maybe gives me more time to make videos. Now we're thinking of having a party, maybe not this year, but next year. We used to have GingerGM parties, but I've always had this idea of having a GingerGM party in the following location, which I've told a couple of people about. We're going to invite all the authors, anyone, friends, and maybe some people, some of you guys. I mean, we'll probably have to sell some tickets to get some of our money back, but if we do have enough money in the account, then we can actually, I think, hire out this venue for, where is it? Let's just go there. Is it there? This venue for... basically for a night. So we want to play, my dream would be to play a blitz tournament at this venue, which is in just around London, for a night. And a lot of horror films have been filmed here. It's a cave system called the Hellfire Caves, and it has a lot of history. I'm just going to try to scroll down now, and basically it's meant to be haunted. There's big halls in the caves. You had the Hellfire Club there, and I think Lord Byron was a member of the Hellfire Club. Lots of other people, lots of famous people. And it's just basically a mental place. And I thought, what more crazy idea than, a GingerGM blitz party over the night down in the caves, the Hellfire Club. I mean, come on, you cannot get better than that, surely. So I don't know if it's possible, but it's just one of the mad ideas that we were thinking of basically trying to see if we could hire out this. Look, you can do filming there, and they got a big hall down there. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that just a ridiculously stupid idea? And that's basically what our company relies on. Good ideas and ridiculously stupid ideas. The Hellfire Case for a blitz tournament to some Christmas tournament or next Halloween, and invite any of you guys over if you want to get your ass over here and join in the madness. I mean, I don't know. It seems like quite a crazy idea to me. And yeah, okay. Well, I just thought I'd share that bit of weirdness with you, because it's certainly not the most normal place to have a chess tournament, is it? And that's the way we roll. Oh yeah, yeah. And Anola, if you've ever watched Hammer horror films, I love Hammer horror films. There are a lot of filming for the Hammer horror films be done around here as well. So it's just like a perfect weird venue for a blitz tournament. So I don't know, it's just an idea. You've got to come up with ideas, right? Well, look, next time I'm going to play blitz. I'm going to crush it. And I'm still trying to get the energy up to when I hit 10,000 subscribers to play a marathon stream. That would be the cool idea. But anyway, thanks for your nice words. I'll be back slowly but surely, and I just got to keep busy here and keep doing the videos. And I hope you like this video, and obviously like it, dislike it, do whatever you want. Liking's better, but some people like to dislike. Some people hate my guts, and it's better. What did Winston Churchill say? It's like, if you don't have someone who doesn't dislike you, you're doing something wrong in life. You've got to have someone who dislikes you. Just not everyone. All right. Okay. Well, cheers. Thank you for viewing this. And yeah, cool. We'll be back. Where? Who's where? That's like a plural of me, which is really wrong. I'll be back at some point. If you watch this in time, tune in to my spicy chess show on chess.com, 9:30 British summertime tonight. Cheers for now. Goodbye.